Hey loves, it's me, Love Jones. I'm back with another one. I ain't gonna be on here this long this time. Just gonna finish my food while I'm sitting here. Ever heard of somebody trying to make it where you need them when they was never of any value to you? Me and Wendy's go. I was just sitting up here thinking about that. People do certain things to make you need them. Because for some reason they think you're gonna come running to them when they was never anybody you could run to anyway. Whether that's a new person that just you not never benefited from at all, or whether that's an old person who they probably benefited from you way more than you ever benefited from them. Because I know this person in my past life, they do a couple of things, but I always did the most. And I'm just talking material wise, tangible things, because when you think about it on a spiritual level, just me allowing you in my energy alone, let alone sexual energy, you are benefiting from in all kind of physical ways and all kind of ways with all kind of good luck. All kind of things happen when you have certain people with certain energy, a certain type of energy in your presence. And so when you think of all the different ways somebody benefited from you versus you benefiting from them, and they could have even pretended as if it was this equal give and take. And even if it was equal, it shows you you're not needed, because if you take that energy away, whatever it was you was doing away, then you probably could do it for yourself. Or I feel like they're doing stuff to kind of trying to make you jealous when you don't find anything to be jealous of. Not just with the people they put around you, but just with the person itself. Like, why am I entertaining that? Like, It's like you pay way more attention to me than I would ever pay to you at this point. Maybe it's a person you gave attention to at a certain point, but probably only when you thought they were on a certain level. And then to look back and realize that they not. They the furthest from that you expecting them to be. And you start rethinking why you even why you even wasted time. You start looking at days and weeks and months and years you put into it, and you start questioning yourself. It's like, no, this ain't, I'm not getting nothing out of this. Needless to say, I feel like certain people have been strategically placed around me. Never mind the stalkers, because you know you have them. They paid to do what they doing. It just is what it is. But then you have the other ones, and they probably paid for doing whatever it is they do too. Some of them look like me. It was so funny. When I first started going into a certain place, it was certain people there. And for like the first week or two, it was just normal. Outside of the people I feel like watching anyway. After that week or two, either in that place or in other places, there's always someone around me. I feel like it's there to kind of maybe try to one up me. They're not only watching me, but it's like to one up me in a certain type of way. And it's weird, y'all. You know, you try to never mind that energy to begin with. Because you're thinking maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me and I'm going to leave it alone. But at this point, it's been regularly now. And I've noticed that. But again, I say, these people watch me way more than I would ever watch them. Look at them, they gone now. I don't think they was working out anyway, y'all. It's so funny. Texas, Florida, and Virginia. Believe it or not, it used to be a whole lot of Tennessee. I still see Tennessee, but I see Tennessee less. It used to be a whole lot of Alabama, but I see Alabama less. Texas, so relevant. Um, Virginia, even more so than anybody else. I feel like I see Virginia now almost every time I turn the corner. Every single time I turn the corner. So I pulled up at this spot I normally go to. Who pull up in the parking lot with me? Texas. And this particular girl, I feel like is just a plant. Because I never seen her before, and now all of a sudden she's in there, like the other ones. You kind of know who the regulars are. And therefore, you know people who not regulars who just come. I see people joining regularly now. I'm gonna start just moving around when it comes down to. I have the membership that allows me to go anywhere. I'm just gonna start bouncing around. Out of sight, out of mind. I always say that. But it don't matter. Because there's somebody in everywhere you go. Like these people, they got something up their sleeve all the time. And so I went over to another gym that's nearby, and I felt like I was being watched there. I stopped at one that was far out. Just random, I was passing by and decided to stop. I didn't feel like I was being watched, but after my workout, I went to take a shower, and the shower was cold. The water, the water would heat up, y'all. I can't make this up. It's like always something. I guess they say since you just gonna random stop like this, we gonna get you somehow. Water was just cold. Like it's always something. So anyway, I pulled up over here. Texas pulled up right with me. Black man with dreads, and either she was white or Spanish, one or the other. One or the other. I really don't know. I never really seen them inside the place where I went though. So I don't know if they truly came in there to work out or if they just pulled up next to me and went somewhere else. But I ain't staying there long. I did what I did and came on out. Of course, they just pulled off too. I just seen them pull off. They don't even look like they work out. That's the funny part. Neither does the girl. Neither does the one that's in there. Now, there's one that came in there before. I had never seen her in there the first few weeks, and then all of a sudden, she started being there every single time I come in there. Even when my time frame switched up. It's like for some reason, she be coming right there with me. And I just thought it was so weird. Because like I said, I move, like even my time switch up sometimes. And you in here every single time I'm in here. Something suspicious about that. Something suspicious about that. Ain't no way in hell you come every single time I'm in here. And one day I might be in here at 10:30. The next day I might be in here at 1:30. But every time you in here, and I always seem to be like doing some workout like right close near where I am. Never on the other side of the building. It's a big place. Never on the other side of the building. Always doing something right there with me. About my color. Maybe a little darker. About my color. Hair same as mine. We about the same size. Only it looked like she was like shaped a little bit better than me. And when I say that, I mean like I got kind of a little bit of gut. When I put on certain clothes, you can see it. Ain't big, it's a little one. But she's shaped more like a young girl. I don't even think that she not my age. She's probably, I don't know, y'all. She might be in her late 20s, early 30s. You could tell she's younger than me. She built like she's much younger than me. It was almost like a version of me. And that's why I noticed it like right off. That's why I noticed it right away. Not just because she hadn't been in there, but because she was starting to be in there every single day like me. Every day. Like not skipping a day. Every day I was in there, she was in there. Same times and everything. And I knew that wasn't a coincidence, but because of her image, it was like another image of me. And I thought that was weird. And so these other people they have around, like for the last few days, it's been these. Y'all seen the one over at the store? It's supposed to be the spiritual one with the broom in her pocket. Be walking around with it. All of a sudden, she at the parks where I'm at. Y'all see her. She wears her natural hair. She at the parks that I be at. Sitting down right at the front. As soon as you walk into the woods, she right there at the front. With all her little stuff spread it out on the ground. Often as I am at that park, never seen her there before. Never seen her before, period, till she starts showing up at the gas station and just kind of watching me. Supposed to be spiritual, but she kind of moving just like I move. Only she was much bigger than me. And this girl in here, let me go back. Somebody I seen yesterday. It's kind of giving that same image. It was something about her energy was off. Something about her energy was off, and I didn't like it. And she reminded me of the girl over there at the gas station, which I haven't seen in a few days, by the way. She ain't been up there hanging out like she normally be. Um, so this one, something about her energy, I just couldn't. I just didn't like. Just kept trying to figure it out. And I think she had braids like mine, but again, much, much bigger than me. Much bigger than me. I told y'all the hints that they like to throw. She had on a little New York hat. Her glasses was cute, but it was all for show anyway. Whoever it was, she went over to, I think it was like the Bahamas consulate or some island. I don't remember. I don't really remember, but that's where she went. And so I'm just gonna assume she wasn't working there with them big holes in her jeans. So I'm gonna assume she must have been from that island, whatever she was, but she was about my color, maybe a little darker, much bigger than me. A New York hat, but her energy, the energy, it speaks volumes. The energy speak more than she did. I don't think she said maybe 2 words when she first got in, didn't say anything else. Not even when she got out, didn't say thank you or anything. Nothing. Just got out. But y'all know some people have, some people have manners. Some people just don't. They just don't. It ain't in them. They weren't raised like that. We was all brought up different. And so I just took it as one of those peoples who just weren't raised like that. Um, and then this one in here today. She been in here for a couple of days. I've been in here at completely different times, but when I'm here, she in here for like the last 2 or 3 days. And I noticed that the one from the gas station is gone. Now I'm asking myself, Is this a switch up? Because I told you every time one leaves, another one shows up. I don't think I said that. I don't think I even talked about that on here. I think I just go to my recordings and just update what be going on around me. I think I may have said it on there, so I may didn't say it on here. But every time one person leaves, another one shows up. It's like they make sure somebody is in their place. And so the slammer girl in here that was moving every time I was here, she was here. I ain't seen her lately. For the last few days, I also haven't seen the other girl over there, over at the gas station. But now it's this new one here. And so I don't know why they do that. I don't know why they do that. It's really weird. I know they watch him, but it's almost an energy of like somebody trying to make you jealous or something. It's, I told y'all I get bullied on here all the time. I really don't know what else to call it. It's spiritual stalking. That's what it is. And they be saying and doing little things. So I feel like that is like another way. That's another way they do it. And so it don't take long to read somebody's energy, because I don't even be trying to read people's energy, to be honest with you. It just, you just feel it. You just feel it. Only time I do stuff like purposely is when I'm pulling these cards. Otherwise, I never just try to read someone's energy. But I feel like the energy always read me. It's like, I always feel it. Ain't no question about it. I can feel it all day long, whether I'm trying or not. And I promise you, I don't even try most of the time. 99% of the time, I don't try. It's just there. There's something about this energy from these girls. These ones that I'm telling you about has been throwing me off. And I was dead on with the first one. Dead on with the second one. And so I feel like these ones over here, I feel like I'm right on with them too. Let me stop eating, y'all. Eat all my little snacks. But I just hope it's not. I don't know. I just hope they ain't trying to make me jealous or something. It's weird. I feel like they're trying to get a specific reaction out of me or something. By putting people around me who are a lot like me. You know, I told y'all in the last video, I pride myself off being different. So I think they kind of get a kick out of putting certain people around me. Yeah. I don't know, y'all. It's weird. It's weird, boy. I hope nobody ever in life have to deal with what I've been dealing with. Sometimes it's kind of hard to put it in words, because I try to make it to where it makes sense for y'all to understand, because I know exactly what's going on. But I try to make it to be where y'all understand, because then you can know exactly what it is that I'm dealing with on a daily basis. And I know if I just say it any kind of way, it's going to sound real crazy to the average person who really don't understand that people have certain, they have certain capabilities. They have certain things that they are capable of doing. For everybody who not really on that level, it'll sound crazy to them. And so I try so hard to put it in words to make y'all understand. For everybody, Not just people like me who can see straight through that. Anyway, somebody hiding depression. Somebody's hiding depression. You're gonna be even more depressed trying to put these people around me like you doing. Cause like I said, I mean, I don't know what you think. I don't know what they think they're gonna accomplish by doing this. Honestly, I don't. I remember at one point it was a whole lot of interracial couples around me. A whole lot. Like every time I seen a couple, it would be a black man with some. Most of the time, it was with somebody, a white woman, but sometimes it'll be with an Asian, or sometimes it'd be with a Spanish person. But it just was a whole, like, it was like they was just going crazy with it. Every time I looked up, that's what I seen. And just based off a few things I've said, no shade, but I mean, it is the way it is. And unfortunately, my mouth always, it probably gets the best of me sometimes, because I say what I be thinking. And a lot of people probably don't say what they be thinking. A lot of people hold back on certain things. And because I'm quick to say it, I think it makes people feel a certain way. That's not my problem. It say they hate you, y'all. That's what that say. Family setup right behind it. Bride right behind that. African trying to communicate. Jail or prison and a Libra. Constantly sending negative energy. Oh yeah, that's what I got real quick. Right behind each other. They hate you. Family setup. I ain't even see this one here. This one was hiding. This tell you what to use for bad energy. It says malachite and black tourmaline. Malachite for removing negative energy and balance. Black tourmaline is for protection of unwanted energies. And this is the raw black tourmaline, by the way. And my lapis lazuli here. You look at the little shape that is in. I think these be so cute. The pyramid shaped ones. But the lapis lazuli is to help you keep your throat chakra open. The throat chakra, because they try to close it all the time. Because they don't want you talking and saying certain things, but that's what I'm talking about. I say things that are probably not said. And I don't be being rude or anything, to be honest with you. More so anything, because I know I have the knowledge of certain things, but I also have the wisdom of when to use certain things. And so when I'm in certain places, a lot of times I don't say a lot of the things that I really be thinking, just to have tact sometimes. I know how certain things can come off. And so a lot of times I'll bite my tongue. I won't say anything. A lot of times I won't say too much of anything anyway, because I only do a lot of talking when I'm comfortable, when I'm in my element, and when I'm comfortable enough. And most people around me, I'm just not. It's just what it is. So I more so think a lot of stuff. But unfortunately, a lot of people, I told y'all, they be on my thoughts. They think what I be thinking, crazy as it can sound to some people. And so they would hear my thought about something, and they put a whole lot of people around me. It's like to counter whatever it was that been ran across my mind to kind of escalate it, or they feel like they're going to get a certain response or something. And at one point, that's what it was, a whole lot of interracial couples. A lot. When I tell y'all, every couple I seen was an interracial couple, I was like, y'all got to be kidding me. Like, this has got to be a joke or something. You have to be kidding me. But that's what it is. Like, once they figure out something, they latch onto it and then they run with it, okay? Whatever they feel like they can get a response from. So, anyway, somebody really doesn't like someone here. It's family setup. Use certain crystals to help you get rid of certain unwanted energies. Some people are bribed to do some things, which is no question. It's no question they are. They paid to do what they do. I see them around. I see the way they move. I can feel the energy off people. I already know what it is. Quick as I came up out of that gym, quick as them people with the Texas tag, the interracial couple with the Texas tag, pulled on off and went on to where they were going. When Messy Bessie left that gas station, then the girl with the witch broom in a pocket showed up, moving everywhere I move, at the park. She ain't got no car, y'all. She just be walking around. And so she walked, and like I was surprised to see her at the park. It's like, oh, you really going hard for whatever you paid to do, huh? You done walk way over here to this park. I bet you won't walk to the other one. I switched it up for a little while. uh, yeah. But I ain't seen her in a few days. So I don't know if she gonna pop back up or what. But I noticed a few days I ain't seen her. This one over here is like a new one, about the same size as old girl from the gas station. Natural hair, like the one at the gas station. We all about the same color. She over here working out. Not only that, she over in my spot, y'all. That it's kind of irritating. When I go in, I do a little certain, like a warm up. I do all my little stuff on my mat. I stretch, and you do your squats and use certain equipment over there. I'm normally, if I take my time and do it, I'm probably over there for about 20, 30 minutes. Because most of it, like, that's like half of, when I'm here for an hour, that's like half of what I do when I do it over there. Yeah, using my mat. And I only, like, she here when I'm here, but she over there on the spot. And so I'll come out and be ready to walk over there and do she be already over there. Like, why don't you just go home? Why you just don't go home? Anyway, African man trying to communicate. Somebody going to jail, y'all. You know what's so funny? I got in the car this morning, early this morning, and it's like 4 or 5 songs came on back to back, and I could not shake that energy of somebody doing something to somebody, like somebody unaliving somebody. That's the only thing I kept getting over and over and over again. Every song that played, I'm like, what is going on? And then it finally just stopped. So I don't know, y'all. It might be a situation with something that have to do with somebody being unalive. And I don't even know why I care about saying the word, because they ain't putting my stuff out anyway. Might as well just say the word. But yeah, I don't know, y'all. Yeah. I can't tell y'all why I get what I get when I get it. I can only tell you what I get. And that's what I was getting this morning. So, I don't know. I guess we about to see real soon. Somebody going to jail or prison. Might be because they unalive somebody. I don't know. It's a Libra. Libra right here. Somebody constantly sending negative energy right here. And it says they frequent your job, but y'all know I mean, I work for myself now. I'm not in no office. But the funny thing about that is I was just saying about the girl, so I definitely believe they do. I also was telling y'all about the man when I had a certain thought the other day. When I had a certain thought the other day about just seeing a bunch of stuff that was going on. And I was like, you know, a lot of people probably be exposed when I say everything I want to say. Um, and then the guy got in and he was like, yeah, any stories to tell? And so I knew right off the bat he was one of them. You just go along with it. You go along with it. You don't give them the reaction that they be looking for, because that's what they be looking for. And so, yeah, I definitely just went along with it. I'm talking about y'all, it was like right. My thoughts, like literally 5 minutes before that, for him to get in and was like, yeah, any stories, any weird things going on? You got any stories you want to tell? When I'm ready to tell it, just watch my channel. Watch my channel, that's all. That's all y'all ever had to do. They keep my stuff shadow banned, so I don't get that many views. 2 or 3 views. I think I seen 28 on one video, and I was shocked to see them 28 views, to be honest. I was shocked. Because they got my stuff shadow banned. The people who should see it is not going to see it. I guarantee you. They don't want a lot of stuff I say even said. And so they watch like a hawk. Speaking of social media. Yeah, they got my stuff shadow banned. Just like they got my money all funny. Just like they caused me to lose my job. Um, just like a bunch of other stuff. But it's just me. I can only do so much. And so I just focus on what I can focus on. And I try to leave the dumb stuff for them. Because they going to be with it. All day, every day. They be with it, y'all. So just depending on my mood. Most of the time I could just ignore it. But sometimes it get on my nerves so bad. So bad. But I don't know, y'all. Anyway. I've been on here just talking. I kind of hate when I do this. Exploiting. That's what they trying to do. Exploit somebody. And whatever family setup it is, that family don't like you. But we already seen they hate you. Whoever family this is, whether it's yours or whether it's somebody else's, they hate you. These people do not like you. They trying to destroy you the best way they can. And my thing is, why y'all don't think like me, like out of sight, out of mind? Why don't y'all just go find y'all something else to do instead of focus so hard on watching me? And then you wouldn't be so angry all the time. It's like I don't go out the way and continuously watch stuff that pisses me off. It just doesn't make sense to me. If it makes me angry every time I see it, I'm going to try to avoid it. 'Cause I don't like to walk around mad all the time. I don't like to have an attitude all the time. I'm actually a happy person. I like to be happy. I like to laugh. I'm a real goofy person. I like to laugh at things. And so if it if it does something to my energy, have me in my head a lot, if it has me angry a lot, if it shifts me from out of what I feel like my normal energy is, I might do it a little bit, but eventually I'm gonna try to avoid whatever that is. And so my thing is, if y'all be so mad all the time, why you still be watching me? Because they see you as a threat. That's why. But again, what, a threat to what? These could be prestigious people doing this. Someone in positions of power, like I said. Something was caught on camera here. Scorpio, naive and emotional. That's what I just seen. Something about Asia. And maybe someone's name. A naive and emotional Scorpio. I just seen set up. Burger King, Dairy Queen. It's a little ice princess. Or one of them Burger Kings who like people to give their crown to them instead of receiving it from the Most High. In other words, they don't want to do the right things to receive that crown that way. But they'll put on the clothes, they want the clothes and the money to try to do it that way. So that people, that mere man, just a regular person, can give you your crown. That way they can easily take it back from you. And I give you a perfect example. Who just went to jail just recently and everybody's so shocked about it. He used to just wear his crown that everybody gave to him. Everybody gave that crown to him. Furthermore, outside of all the fans who gave that crown to him, there was people in powerful positions that was giving it to him and allowing them to wear it. So they got ready to take it back. And then certain situations started to occur that no one had control over all of a sudden. All the control they've been had all of this time, all of a sudden nobody ain't got control over this. Or is it they just chose not to control it? They just chose to turn the other cheek and go ahead and let it run its course on what it was going to do. Do you want that crown somebody else got to give you, and that way somebody else can take it away? Because the crown that God gives you, can't nobody else take that away. They can try to, like they doing me. They can beat you down. They can try to make you have less than. They can try to make you look like you less than. They can make you look like you're crazy. They try to do things to take that confidence away. But I still know who I am. Regardless of what you try to make me look like, regardless of the little that you try to make sure I have, regardless of all the things y'all do all day long, I still know who I am. You can't take that away from me. I'm gonna die with that because it's not something you gave me, so it's not something you can take away. You know, like I always say, they can't close something that they didn't open when people wanna. I got a card that says they want to close your third eye. You can't undo something God did. You can't change something that God wants to happen. You fighting against him can cause certain things to happen, but in the end, you're not gonna win. That's a losing fight that you fighting. And I guess some people just don't realize that until the end. Again, somebody's hiding depression, y'all. Somebody's depressed. Well, I just cut the deck on bitter too. So they depressed and they bitter. Could be this Scorpio. And they building alliances for power, trying to get as much people to work with them as possible. Whoever this is, perverted, that's right behind it. I don't know what that's about. Somebody getting as much people to work with them as possible to do whatever it is they doing. And it's so funny because when that appointed day and time come, all those people gonna go down. That didn't even have nothing to do with this. It's just so stupid to me. But I guess, y'all take bribes, y'all do anything for clout, do anything for money, and so maybe you deserve whatever punishment it is you're gonna have to. Your crown don't fit them, which is exactly what I was saying. Not only does your crown not fit them, they can't do anything with it, no matter how much they try to take from you and beat you down and make sure you don't have while they have everything. You can't even get a little while they out here getting a lot. And they getting enough to pay people to make sure you ain't walking around with too much. They getting enough to pay people to make you look stupid. Public humiliation, confusion, chaos spells. Yeah, they getting enough to pay for all of that. This person is toxic. But they trying to make sure you don't have an extra few dollars in your pocket where you can do anything. They want your bills behind. I told you they want you to not be able to pay for what you able to pay for. You work like a slave and you get just a little bit, and then you try to save just a little bit, but after a few weeks, if they realize, dang, if you keep saving that little bit, you're gonna have enough to do something with, and they gotta break you down again. Hence the letter all of a sudden I get in my mailbox about seizing property for taxes that ain't been paid. $1,000, y'all. To be clear, $1,000. I just looked and just realized my membership didn't even come out of my bank account, so now I gotta call and pay that. It's little petty things. Little petty things they get a kick out of. They want to make it to where you work all day and don't get anything. You just work all day to work all day. Meanwhile, they get a whole lot for doing nothing. Using people, abusing people. Who gonna stop them? Evidently nobody, right? Employers are in on it. I don't have no employers at this point. The ones I did have, we over that right now. They did what they did. And I just seen something. Someone caused a death for money, y'all. Unaliving for money, I'm telling y'all. I was getting that energy all morning long. Like the first 5 songs they played on the radio, I could not shake that energy. I'm like, I don't know what's about to happen, but something's about to happen. It's so funny because I may have even been aware whenever, maybe this is something that already happened a while ago and they just now finding out who did it, because I was getting that energy a while ago, over a year ago. The song used to play over and over and over again. I think the song is by SZA. And for whatever reason, that certain part of that song kept standing out to me. It kept grabbing my attention. When you can't shake it, you can't shake it. I'm like, it's something there. I don't know what it is, but it's something there. And for the longest, that song will play over and over and over and over and over again. And every time I get the same feeling from it, and the person will be, I think she said, I told that lie for you. I don't know her exact words, but she was pretty much saying, she said that she killed a person. Evidently somebody else did it, but she'll take rap for it. And I know it's just a song, but I get messages in different ways, several different ways, y'all. And that I kept getting that a while ago. That kept standing out to me. It kept standing out to me, and I couldn't figure out why. And now here it is all over again. It's like that feeling's starting to come back again. I don't know what it's about, but I feel like it could be the same thing that I got a while back. And if it is the same thing, that means this is something someone already done. It's been done already, way back when, and maybe somebody's just not finding out about it. Um, I don't know, maybe something could be under investigation and they just now figuring it out, but this was a while ago when I kept getting this. And so for the energy to come right back up again. And when I tell y'all it was like 5 songs that played and I got the same thing every time, that song was one of the songs. That song was one of them. Calling on the world of evil spirits. Dark tinted windows. Yeah, anyway. I'm about to get up off here, y'all. I said I wasn't going to be on here long, but like always, I'm on here long. 51 minutes. 51 minutes, y'all. I'm about to go. About to see what I can do. I'll be back.